Wolfie first in through the door. How's it going? Hope you're well. On this, whatever day it is. Fucking Wednesday's Wednesday? I don't know. It's me. That's great. The microphone's in the way. Top shelf. Top shelf production value. That'll do. That'll do. For now, how's it going? Hope you're well. How's your Wednesday going?
God magic is real magic.
Pedro Pascal is life.
I mean, he is live. Big old resub. Right out of me face. Thank you very much, Cthulhu. Subscribed for 11 months on a 3-month streak. You go. What's poppin'? How's your Wednesday? You're okay? Good to hear. I thought it was Tuesday today. Yeah, me too. So, but no, it's Wednesday. It's a nice short week, which is cool. It means tomorrow's Thursday and the day after's Friday, and then we're back at the weekend. And then we've got 3 bank holidays in May, at the start of May, the end of May, and like right in the between. But it's a 5-week month, May, so it'll be like a short week, a full week, a short week, a full week, then a short week. Pretty cool. How's everyone been getting on? Anybody been up to much hobby-wise? Anything interesting? People playing games? People watching TV show? We just watched the most recent episode of The Mandalorian tonight. Well, we had our lovely tea times. That was cool. Enjoyed that. Bit peaky on the old volume there, and the LD cigarettes. Right. Kellu's still reading The Stand, and Wolf's working on The Wife's War Boss. Nice. How's that coming along? You finished that tonight then, Kerry, yeah? 400 pages. One go. The Bumba's on The Sims, hashtag standard. She's not actually, I don't know what she's doing. Having a wish, I think. Very yellow orc. I really like yellow orcs. They seem to be like the like a lot of the box art's like yellow armored at the moment, isn't it? So I'm a big fan. I know a lot of people aren't. Like the color schemes, but I like yellow orc. Like the flash kit type of yellow being money type of thing, right? Bi-monthly wash, what it is. So anyone who wasn't here last stream, we've upgraded the old face Camerooni. We've got a nice new light above us now, which just illuminates both my face and the painting area a little bit nicer. That's cool. But other than that, nothing really much new. Had a friend up over the Easter holiday weekend, which is nice. Don't get to see him very often. That was lovely. Finished off the boarding action terrain, and that was picked up yesterday and delivered to the client today. He's super happy. That's lovely. On Sunday, a guy from a gaming club that I don't go to, but I'm in like a community of, dropped off some Necron warriors to paint just for like fucking dirty commission, which we're going to do tonight. We're going to get them all done in one go. Is the idea before we move on to the next commission project, which is some World War II stuff. But yeah, that's been about me. So we're going to get over to this screen here. We've got a nice new little camera border as well, which is like a nice big paint spot thing. I'm still trying to work out my positioning in all of this. Might just need to finagle. Kind of looks okay, doesn't it? Yeah, so we've got 10 of these to do. Just want some done, just a tabletop standard, just like the box art. So typically this is going to be another stream where we're trying to paint metallics, and the light's just going to be a bit of a bugger. But let's see. Okay, so that's a little bit better. I don't know if it's that too dark. Right. News commissions an M3 Stewart for bold action. Very nice. Yeah, we've got some stuff from a game called 0200 Hours, which is like a stealth skirmish game, I think it is. So we've got a whole bunch of like German bog standard like German infantry in like the field grey, some British like red beret airborne like parachuter type things, and then a couple of like characters, I guess is the thing, like character models, I guess, which are like, there's like a guy in a kilt, there's like a downed RAF pilot who still has all of his like life preserver gear and stuff on. There's like a proper like infiltrator with like the beanie and like the rib jumper and like a well-rod pistol. So that should be cool. But this is what we're going to work on tonight. So we've got cheated a little bit. We did some the other day there. So these have been airbrushed with the Leo Metal Color Air Black, which is just like a black steely silvery kind of color. Washed, well, filtered through the airbrush with some Reichland Flesh Shade gloss, and then all of the armor platey bits we've just come back in with a little bit more flesh wash. That's what we're going to do on the remaining 9. They get dry brushed again, and then it's just kind of all the details to pick out. All the little kind of skeleton-y bits get hit with a bit of basilicon and grey contrast, and that'll be it done for these, because I just want them just tabletop, nice and quick and easy. This is a little bit of an exercise for me in not going to like the far end of a fart on a commission and trying to do everything at like max effort. So I'm purposely not kind of build excessive for this one. I want to try and get a bit better at just doing kind of what people have paid for. The nicest possible way. 2 ticks. He grabs the kitchen pot. I quite like the tanks from Bolt Action. Is it the Warlord Games tank then? Or is it like a third party or a 3D print? Ooh. No. Nice brush of that just yet. Run. That's better. Legit Warlord Games. Nice. Yeah, the kits are quite nice for Warlord Games. I know a lot of people sort of have a bit complaints about the quality of them a little bit sometimes. But generally they're okay. But all we're going to do here is try and cool the wash just on certain parts of the armor here. So pretty much what you would normally never do with a wash. You want it to get a sit and stain certain areas. Give that kind of look of worn, rusty, degraded kind of metal. Normally if I would do something like this, I would do maybe like some actual rust effect on them. We just want them sort of like a little bit quick and nasty really, because we just kind of want to get them off the like off the table back to the client and kind of back to it. So I do really like these new Necron warriors. I did Necrons with my very first army when I started playing 40k, which will have been 17, 18 years ago now. The warriors back then were quite nice, I thought, but these have just got a little bit more kind of character to them as they've kind of developed out the lore and the backstory behind them. The only thing I don't like about the new light that we've got is that it's not adjustable at all in its intensity or kind of color volume. So sometimes like this, they're a little bit shiny. Sort of like use the camera to reduce the brightness down. We've kept all the old lights just in case, we're going to try this out for maybe a month or two and see how we like it. Good one, then it'll stay. Otherwise, it'll go out. Cost me a whopping total of £9 to get that delivered. So no great loss if it's no good. I remember the whole Necron line was all metal with Lego guns. There was a Codex and White Dwarf. Nice that before they got an official Codex, I guess. They had they had a proper Codex when I first started playing. They had plastic warriors and destroyers, and that's about it actually. All they had in plastic. Everything else was in metal. Yup, mid third. That sounds about right. I think I started playing in fourth, I think. When it was the Battle for McBragg. Was the core box with the Gene Stealers and the Termagant in the core box with like a little few Space Marines, and it had the Crashed Aquila scenery. That was the edition that I got into it. Deal was like 2006, 2007-ish, maybe. Had the Metal Nightbringer and Deceiver models as well. I don't really know. I know third was Marines versus Dark Eldar. Yes, it was the one after that, I think, when I got into it. I'm guessing fourth when I got into it. We get these finished up before the end of the stream, I think we'll swing back onto Big Boy Cthulhu that we started last time as well. Because I feel like we're gonna really whip through these, right? Badgeroid, how's it going? Thanks for swinging on by. Necron Boy looking good, thank you very much. It's just whipping through these for a quick commission. So we're going to try and get these all done in one sitting and in one night. How have you been? How is Freebeard and Company coming along? Need to get some streaky ground. I think it would look good in the yellow. Yeah, streaky ground looks good on pretty much anything. I use it quite a bit on things. Same with like the rusted streaks as well. We done much more streaming since we last spoke, Badger? I don't recall ever seeing you online when I've been kind of floating about Twitch. Should be able to finish Freebeard later on stream. Oh, nice. Well, we do have a Discord community here as well, which has a self-promotion channel in. So absolutely feel free to join that and post in there when you do go live. How was your Easter? Did you do much over the sort of Easter break? Streaming once a week at the moment. So last time was when you raided. Oh, nice. That's cool. Oh, that'll be good to keep an eye out for you then. We swing by myself. Yeah, we normally do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But with it being the sort of Easter bank holiday, I had a friend up in over the weekend, and didn't really seem overly polite to to jump on streaming while I had a guest staying over on the Monday night. Easter was good, thanks, and the Isle of Wight with the in-laws. Nice, lush, lots of chocolate. Yeah, boy, it's the only way. Yeah, make sure you go and follow Badger, right? Anyone who isn't following already. Very talented dude. All round nice chat. Oh, lovely. Right. Oh, well, we'll wait for them to dry. I'll show you what I was working on last time. This big Cthulhu do. Oh, it's good. Wow. So we've been started working on this big Cthulhu skull. Just so idea for scale. To a Necron warrior. He's pretty big. we did all of the kind of the skin workup and shadowing and stuff like that. Mostly what I've decided I'm going to do is all of these tentacles are going to get done in a different color. Same with all of this kind of like back here. I think I'm going to do it in like a fleshy purpley kind of color. Do all the like fibrous wings in like a black gray, I think. And then all of these like bone bits, which I'm going to take to be like sort of like shells, I guess. Maybe, you know, like yeah, like, you know, like sea snail shell or something like that. So I think I'm going to do some, maybe some like patterns or something on there now that I'm thinking about it. And the same here for like all of these little pustule bits. Then do some glowy eyes, I think, as well. Get that with the airbrush, get some like reds and yellows. So yeah, that's the plan. Really about the stream at the moment. Taking care, yeah, man, for 2 weeks. Did bring some minis and whatnot, so not go completely insane while you're here. Oh, alright, that's well, I'm sorry to hear that your mom's not. Hello. Covering isn't too bad, but good that you've been able to take some hobby with you, so you don't go insane. Cheers, Badger. Yeah, the tealy greens come out really nice. I really wanted it that like kind of how to describe it, that like ocean bluey green kind of color kind of thing going on. That's what I was aiming for, though. We're at that horrible stage now where we've just got to wait for washes to dry. So I guess we're just gonna sit and chat for a bit, I guess. The big thing that I've done rather than later is this big thing as well. This is Nyarlathotep from more Lovecraftian goodness. Pretty cool because I'm running a Call of Cthulhu tabletop role-playing game campaign at the moment, which is the Mask of Nyarlathotep. So quite looking forward to painting him up. Really cool features, more tentacles, as is always the case. Got big screaming mouths, big tongue at the top, big nice flamey base. Pretty. Which I'm a little bit scared of. This big huge troll bust again, Gale, Necron warrior. This is a big boy. It's literally the size of my head. Lots of texture in here, so I haven't worked out what I'm going to do for his skin yet. I think I want to do like a blue skin, but I want to try doing like blue skin, but maybe it's like on his throat and on his nose and his chin. I want to like take it up to almost like human kind of flesh tones, kind of. Same with like, you know, like in the bits in the ears and stuff like that, kind of where skin pigment kind of come away. And the kind of the cap I'm going to do in like a reddy browny kind of leather. A nice skull. Looks like it's got some like skin and whatnot attached to it. And this like big sort of like metal neck piece. I think I'm going to do in like a burnished gold. I think is the idea. And lots of stone down here. So much detail. And all the rope and stuff. So yeah. We managed to do some gaming as well. Actually. The first time, it seems like forever. On the Easter Monday, we played some Fallout Wasteland Warfare, which is a game that I love and don't get the chance to play very often. That was nice. Taking my friend who was staying up, who we used to go to, well, when I very first got into the tabletop wargaming hobby, that's who I got into it with. And and we were playing the Lord of the Rings miniatures game, as it funnily enough as it was at the time. Battle games for Middle Earth, and when he came up, he was quite keen to play some tabletop war games because it's been like young since he played any. That was really nice. Actually, get me taken through like a game of that. In the sort of rulebook campaign book thing that comes with it, there's like a 5-part like mini campaign that kind of takes you through. It starts you off just using like a couple of models each side and a couple of bits of equipment, then kind of like builds up more and more like complicated rules, and that's what was really nice. We played the first 3 missions of that. Yeah, that was quite swell. Brought back lots of happy memories of playing huge weekend-long games of Lord of the Rings on my parents' dining room table. Come round after school on a Friday day, most of the weekend, quite often. Games Workshop got you back in the hobby because of the Underworlds game. You really like it. Nice. I've never played it. Maybe I've played it on PC. Is that there's like a Steam version, right? But I have a couple of the Underworlds gangs, the ogre ones. I use them in my ogre army. So I've got the first one that they did, which I think was like a hunter, that came with some Noblars and they're like saber-tooth tigery thing. And then the one that they just released recently was like a pirate ogre that came with like a parrot and a monkey and stuff. Excuse me, which I'm using as an ogre man-eater. That's pretty cool. Yeah, there's a PC version, but never tried it. I like the fact that the warbands are small, self-contained project. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? It's just everything that you need to play that warband is in the box. All the cards that you need, by and large, are there, unless you really want to customize it. And they're all, from what I've seen, they're all like quite nicely themed as well. And that, by and large, if someone's using, the undead one that's full of ghosts, you kind of know what you're going to be up against. Once you've played them a couple of times, you kind of get used to what their tricks are and kind of work your way around. Work your way around getting to like learn the game that way as well, and then a little bit of kind of customization with the decks more than there is like the models. I thought was quite cool. Don't think I kept the cards for any of mine because I don't know anyone who plays it. Yeah. I did quite like all the art on the cards, quite nice as well. Like I'm a bit of a sucker for as a Magic the Gathering addict in recovery, so to speak. I'm a bit of a sucker for trading cards. Nice art on such things. Oh, I have just realised I'm going to dry brush these again silver, so probably blacking out these weapons at this stage is going to be a bit redundant. We are just in wash drying stage at the moment. Thought I was trying to be clever and making a start on something that was going to save me some time, but that's actually empty waste. What's next on the project list after Treebeard and Badger? Coming in with some silicon and grey contrast now over the metal plates, just to kind of dull down the skeleton part of the Necron warrior. Miss Gratis, hello. Welcome on in. How's it going? Hope your day's been well. Been at work today? Been seeing Necrons in a good long while. Yeah, this is just a little commission that I picked up just at the weekend actually. On a Discord server for a gaming club, and someone was just asking for someone to paint 10 Necron warriors for them, basically, to try and clear some headroom for them to do some other project that we're a bit more interested in. We came at the weekend and dropped them off. So we just want them done a little bit like the box art stuff. And just want some done like tabletop quality, so like nothing really good. What's the color scheme for these metal menaces? I forget what the what the dynasty is called, but basically it's just the old school like silver, black, and green. But in the new box art, they've got like sort of like rusted pitted corrosion on like the armor plate bit, which I've just done with some flash wash. Kind of hard to see because of the light. Um, kind of see it there, so it kind of goes from like this reddy browny kind of stain up to the silver. We'll get them done tonight. I reckon so, because it's literally like I did all the airbrushing earlier, and the base. So I airbrushed them with a silver, and then with a flesh wash, and then I've just stained. I've stained the armor parts with flesh wash again. Now I'm just going over all of the like the skeleton-y bits, so like the bits in between the plates and whatnot, with just some silicon and grey contrast to darken it down. And it'll get hit with just a really fine, bright silver dry brush after that, and then it's weapons and glowy stuff when they're done. You're on mobile right now, so you ain't seeing nothing. Oh, how come? Not have the Are you just listening and chatting? Wolf just finished a 2,400 point attachment of Necrons. Very nice. If I'm also chatting, then the picture is small. Ah, fair. Okay. Yeah, a bit of a weird one, obviously, because they're silver. They're going to reflect all the light back to the camera again. And like I've yet to kind of work how to kind of do on stream. Still trying to decide whether this new over the top light is just kind of working for me as a painting light as well as a streaming light. Yet to decide. What do people think? Uh, any of the new cool units in that? No cool units. No. Oh. Good. Does have a heavy construct. Oh, that's cool. Is that like one of the new big walker type thing? I do quite like the new version of the monolith that they have now. Sounds real quick. That the open one with a katana in the middle, or is that a conversion? So no, that's the proper one now. The katana shot in the middle. The one that thingy put into the Discord with the big stone in was someone had just photoshopped a the marker from Dead Space into the picture. I thought it was actually still a really cool idea. Heavy construct is the giant walk you get from Forge World. Ah, cool. Didn't realize Forge World was still doing stuff. 40k. Yeah, so that style really fit. Yeah, I thought it was great. Nice. Necron Warriors, Rome. Already in it. Literally going to be a dry brush, black the weapons out, dry brush the weapons grey, get the airbrush out, and Yonria, hello. Why is it not playing music? What synth playlist would you like? Synthwave, electro, swing, lo-fi, melodic bay, or 8. The reason it didn't do that, I didn't start the cap. You want to go electro swing? I don't. Give me 2 ticks. No, this is for a commission, which would probably be explained if I had updated my my stream information. That's that. Yes, but forget to do this. Yeah, it's not Friday night, is it? No, it's not. Just some wishful thinking. No, so we picked up another commission at the weekend, which was to do 10 Necron Warriors for a fella from a gaming club. That are part of that Discord community, but I've yet to actually go to any of the night because it's based over in Shields, and they meet on a Friday night, which is a stream night usually. We've not yet been over, but I was thinking about having a bit of a change up on the stream night, because what I'm tending to find is that my sort of motivation to stream on a Monday and a Friday can sometimes be a bit wanting. So I was thinking about maybe trying to do like 3 days on the bounce, to do a Tuesday, Wednesday, and a Thursday. See how we get on with that. Then it means that my Fridays are a bit more freed up. But doing stuff like going to gaming clubs, and some of the lads that I've been playing Age of Sigmar with meet on a Friday. It just means I don't have to make a choice between kind of streaming and hanging out with people. And if I'm not doing that, it means that my Friday night I get back for playing like League with the boys and stuff as well, which I've like missed a little bit. Or going out with Bumba, all that sort of good stuff. So been thinking about that, but Friday nights have also been like really quite popular in terms of like viewership. So kind of coming in. I don't know what to do, to be honest. And I was thinking that spend Mondays like doing stuff for the stream, like if I need to do new art or graphics or doing like updating like the gallery video, that's always up to date. I need to have a sort out the gallery video and take some bits out that don't quite fit, kind of go back and forward. Yeah, this is the kind of like the default kind of color scheme. It's just like silver, black, and green with like a rusty kind of metal. They're called gaming clubs over there, not a game shop. It just depends. We tend not to have, like, I guess what you guys have, which is games stores tend not to also hold events, largely because the property sizes over here are significantly smaller and the shops are quite old-fashioned, especially if they're on sort of like a high street, or like a local street, or somewhere that isn't kind of like a shopping center. Are mostly either old converted houses or like purpose-built shops, so the floor space isn't at a premium. So invariably you get gaming clubs that will pop up where they're just places where it could be in like a community center or like a church hall or like something like that, where people, basically the club will rent the space out and then they'll charge sort of like a membership fee, that sort of thing. Most, if not all, of the Games Workshop over here will have spaces for games, but again, it's quite small. Badger got to go, but thanks for the stream. We'll try and join another time. No bother, Badger. Enjoy your stream as well. I'll hopefully try and catch you in yours after I've finished here. Good luck with finishing Treebeard, and have a wonderful evening. Thanks for swinging on by. So we're just doing a bit of a quick and dirty tabletop job for this, because that's kind of all the guy wanted. Mostly I think because he's got some of his army already painted, but didn't want just like a random squad of warriors painted to like a better standard than the rest of his army, I guess. This is a really useful exercise whereby I charge my usual rate, and I have basically said this will take me 3 hours. So it's like getting done in 3 hours by hook or by crook, which is good. We spent maybe half an hour before stream kind of cracking at it, and we're an hour in. You know, it'll not be the full hour, because you had a bit of time to start. We've been chatting and stuff, but we're going to use this as the sort of like a yardstick for trying to get stuff done in the time that I've quoted for. The Unreal Pearl Necrons, you can get them thin with Pearl anything. The Pearl paints actually are no longer in my paint rack. It's been relegated to the bit on the side. Over here, onto this rack. That's where they are now. Let's get... Oh, actually, I quite like that camera angle with like a little bit of the microphone in. Quite cool. Got a little magnet coming with a beetle on. I think it's going to sit here, so that'll be really sweet. Get this. How was your driving at the weekend? You have fun? This way, don't I? End up driving Monday as well. Nice. Oh, you'll have been up from your other job, wouldn't you, of course? So hopefully then, fingers crossed, it's looking that this will be a like a bit of a permanent thing then. So 400 plus for 30 hours, nice. Minus your 20% tax. Still a decent burnout there. Okay, now I'm at PC. Power is complete. Nice. You know what has to be done, man. Order 66 for this blast for being at your
Nice.
Not gonna lie, down the Pakistan, you had your ass going. Yeah, it's rough down there. The work up there and even going on the bus was spicy, like. At Order 66, I just ban everyone in chat. Oh, I should make a button for it, shouldn't I? Hectic. Order 66. Just ban you. Just ban you on Ray. And we'll just tell them that we have to ban everyone. Every time he mentions Pearl something, timed out, 5 minutes. Need to fix me little chat pop-up things as well, because they're like, I don't know what all that about. Fix that now. Oh wait, the draft. Don't stop even if they jump out in front of you. I mean it's a tactic. Don't get us wrong. You like, maybe it's like a prison sentence. Potato. There we go. Good on those hills. I wouldn't have been able to instantly stop by the time I got to the farm. I could smell the brakes through the car. Oh my lord. Doesn't sound like a fun time, if I'm being honest. How confident are you that that's going to turn into a full thing then? Because I know that was kind of what you were kind of hoping it was going to. Are we feeling confident?
I found a boy and I'll never, never let go. I found a boy and I'll never
44 turned down a 15 and 17% gradient, not fun. No.
I found a boy and I'll never ever go. I found a boy and I'll never, never let him go.
Right, I'm going to go with a really light dry brush here. These bar. Back up a shade. Yeah, no sharp turn. Yeah, you're right. Dad was over the moon with my driving. So he was holding me to a far higher standard than the lads trained. Exceeds expectations. Nice. Oh, that's good. Was your dad in with you then? That you sort of doing your sort of like, was it like sort of like, I guess kind of like monitoring you and whatnot? Yeah, he's training me up. Not that he was training when it comes to tank loading and unloading. He was just there basically to monitor you. Nice. Oh, that's cool. So if that becomes like a job sort of thing, I guess, then will that mean you'll be sort of away sort of for like long periods of time? Like if you're going up and down country, will it mean you'll be sort of like away for weekends and stuff as well, or is it just weekends while you're training? Monday to Friday or Monday to Saturday morning. Oh, okay. Saturday while you're in training and still full time working. Yeah, of course, yeah. what's the kind of the time scale of you getting out of that sort of training period and kind of doing it full time? I guess. And I guess that's your goal, right? Is to kind of sort of leave what you're doing almost to kind of go and do that, right? Hoping that the boss will take me out this Saturday to assess, and if he's happy, then hopefully next Monday I'll put a 4-week notice in. Very nice. Yeah, like Nisk says, like fingers crossed, and then you'll start earning some money and get your own place like you've been talking about for a little while, and good stuff. Doo-doo. No, it's pretty standard for the UK. Even if you're on weekly or fortnightly pay. Fairly standard contract clause for most places. I mean, you don't have to work it. You could just leave. Sort of historically, when you were getting employment references, it was like like a proper sort of written affair, where you were getting like a written recommendation from an employer. A lot of places don't do that anymore now. Mostly your reference is just to actually confirm that you had a job at a place. A lot of things like your attendance, your sickness record are like protected. So even if they ask for them, a lot of businesses won't supply them. They will just supply a written document that says that you worked there between sort of like 2 dates, or with like a start date, and what your position was, and that's kind of about it, really. That's kind of all the references are these days. 2 weeks is standard here, yeah. I mean, it depends kind of on your role as well. Like, if you had a fairly important role within your business, you could be expected to give anywhere up to 3 to 6 months of notice. If you had a lot of things to say, like hand over, if you've got like a team, something like that. But 4 weeks is is kind of fairly standard, 4 weeks to a month. Most places will ask you to take any holiday leave that you've accrued as part of that. But if you don't, then you get paid whatever holiday that you've not taken or annual leave as well. But it works the other way as well. Like if your employer's going to get rid of you, unless they're terminating your contract for something like gross misconduct, or they're like firing you because you've done something wrong, they have to give you 4 weeks as well. And if it's a big redundancy, they give you 3 months. So when I worked in a factory and there was the sort of 2009 financial crisis, and I was being made redundant, they started the redundancy process. They basically had to give us 90 days notice that they were going to be making redundancies. I mean, that might be because we're unionized more than anything else. There's no like at will firing over here. Well, like at will hiring, sorry, like hiring and firing. Like if they want to get rid of you, if you're not in a probationary period, there's quite an involved process to kind of get rid of someone. They can't just decide to get rid of you because, you know, like your face doesn't fit or whatever. What they usually do is they manage you out by making your working conditions horrendous, by and large. Yeah, I mean, I would like to think crazy in a good way, though. Unless you're on a 0 hour contract. No, you don't have to do that. They'll have to give you notice. If you're terminating your contract, they can just not give you any hours. But if they want to terminate your contract, then they have to give notice. And they abolished 0 hour contract, by and large, over here. Went the journey a long time ago, a couple of years ago. In the truest sense of a 0 hour contract, rather. Just going through putting some rust streaks on here just to kind of Tell that kind of worn out. Lost a little bit of the like flesh wash. Dry brush again. Actually might be an easier way to do the rust is with actual like with an actual rust product. Once this is dry, it's going to be playing some black over the weapons. Little focus dry brush of grey, and airbrush time. All the green. You see what I'm doing, like, clear enough? Like, it's a bit hard to tell on my screen now because I've got the such a bright light above us that's put so much glare onto my monitor. I can't tell if like what you see is really blown out enough. It looks really blown out on my screen. How we're looking. Good. It makes sense, but also we label those here different state to state, like right to work state and will to work state. Oh, okay, yeah, of course. Yeah, because I have heard some like absolute horror stories about some of the like at will working laws, where you can literally just turn up one day and they'll just be like, yo, you're no longer needed, like pack of shit. Here's your final pay packet. Kind of toodaloo. I always got the impression that like a lot of like health insurance benefits were sometimes tied to those jobs as well. So, you know, whereas over here it would just be a case of, okay, well, you know, you'll sort of sign on for some like social support, like called universal credit over here, like unemployment sort of thing, until you sort of got sorted again, which would be enough to kind of soften the blow for a little bit while you found something. But if you you needed those benefits, then you were a little bit kind of stuck, eh? Yeah, can I Right, gonna let these little last bit dry. Bust out some Black Templar's contrast to do all these weapons with. Get that down. I've heard this is good, but just sort of resetting like a lot of things just back to black without necessarily having to use a black paint. And it's just used neat out of the pot. So I've been after getting some for a little while just to try out. Being an ex-manager at a restaurant at will to work state, it's brutal. Jesus, yeah. Bet. What kind of restaurant was it that you used to work at? kind of food was it, rather?
I've been sitting there. What should I do? What should I do? I got my style. Keep waiting,
Sandwich shop called Jimmy John. Oh, cool. Yeah, this Black Templar contrast is making real short work of sort of resetting all this back to black. Big fan.
I've been sitting there. What should I do? What should I do?
Oh, Nis, did you get your power swords sorted out for your esches? And have you built any yet?
What should I do? What should I do?
It's got some metallics from the army paint. I'm really digging them. Nice. Yeah, I had a few bits and pieces from army paint way back. And I wasn't the biggest fan of. But I did find their metallics really good and their washes really good as well. Most of my army paint stuff got kind of given away when I invested in the Scale 75 range. quite fancy giving the monument hobbies metallics to go as well, the pro acryl stuff. Heard good things about them. Might go to the closest game shop, see if they've got any grime. The yellow is screaming it. Yeah, I really like the AK Interactive Speaking Grime. Like the enamel one. I know Vallejo do a one, which is like an acrylic grime. But I can't get away with it at all. I think I've got I had a pot of it somewhere. I think I might have done the journey now. Yeah, I don't know what happened to it. They're on your wish list. Yeah, they're really cool. I use them quite a bit, especially for things like orcs and really useful for things like terrain too as well, just to kind of make them just a bit dirty and a bit scruffy looking. The boarding action stuff that I've just done recently was liberally attacked with the rust tree. Echo, hello, hello. You do indeed. You are correct. Buy some Necrons. How's it going? How's Moggs doing? Is she feeling any better? We're just doing a quick and nasty. I say nasty, just a quick commission. Get it all out in one night. You're coming for the first time with Rona. Oh no, been a trip. Yeah, Rona sucks, man. Done well to avoid it till this point. I know you're not the first person like that I know that has just randomly picked it up, like after all this time. As well, I must just be doing kind of the rounds a bit again. I know I'm still a little bit cagey about going a lot of public places because I think people now have just sort of abandoned all sort of precautions, I guess, now that it's kind of by and large over with. Just gonna enter that just another kind of flu thing now, I guess, isn't it? So not sure where Mugs and I got it, but it both a little destroyed. Oh no. Rough. The first time I got it, it was quite late. It was after I was vaccinated. But I remember the very after the first vaccine, I was ruined for about 2 days. Yeah, the second and third one though was okay. Wasn't too bad after that. Stop licking nerds. Yeah, I mean that's just a good life lesson, I think, though, isn't it? Like, just don't lick people. Just lick brushes. I feel like I need to get that on a t-shirt. Are you starting to feel a little bit more human than coming out the other side of it? And this tips for life. Yeah, boy. Oh, these are drying off quite nicely now. So the goal for tonight really is we're gonna fully paint 10 Necron Warriors, start to finish, in 1 3-hour stream. Is the plan. We're doing quite well. How long will be live? Hour and a half? Yeah, got an hour and a half to go. Basically, all we've got left to do really is the weapons and the kind of glowy part. The guy I'm doing these for just wanted them sort of like fairly quick and easy, just tabletop standard, just to kind of fit into the army that he already has. So it's a little bit of an exercise for me and not over delivering, I guess. But no, like all the brushes, good vitamins. That's right, vitamins and heavy metals. That's what I get off my brushes. It's the first day I've probably been back with it Friday night. Jesus, man, that's rough. Well, fingers crossed you're safely at the other side then. Get back to some level of normal at least. I'm going to nip to the loo real quick just while these are drying off. I'm going to hug you on a be right back screen. I'll be back in just 2 ticks. I'm back. Wow. Not brown's the taste funny. Ba, 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 ba. So we're going to come in with some Black Grey from Vallejo. Do a quick dry brush on the weapons. Just to pop some colour and some highlights on. Well, that Mog's not masking after her as well, which is which is good. Okay. Try and catch her stream back as well. No worries, Yonre. Enjoy your PBs. Try not to overexert yourself too much. Damn it, having two people's names starting with the same letter. No. Guess Echo's going to bed now that Nisk said he's said night night. It was enough so you weren't wrong. Very good. So was it like full blown like coughing, aches and pains, and the whole kit and caboodle with the Rona, or I should probably test to see if I'm negative. Then Snoop. Well worked. Damn. Really was not fun. Nah, it's fucking rancid. Last time that Ilya had norovirus. Also not a fun one. I think food poisoning might have only like been the worst thing I've had prior to COVID. I don't think I've ever had like full blown noro. Wolf's been fortunate to get the vid that. Yeah, I mean for like a long time as well. Like I was furloughed, and kind of like locked in the house for the most of it, so it wasn't too bad. Last them with a hair dry, just got that last bit of contrast paint dried out. Curious if there's a spike in our community because both cons last weekend. Oh, okay. What convention was it? That you guys had? Adepticon and PAX East. Oh, okay. Yeah, I imagine like places like that are just breeding grounds for all sorts of just horrible kind of nastiness. Yeah, people talking about sort of like conflu and stuff like that when they come back. Okay. I'm going to go through and do all of the little white glowy, well, the glowy bits anyway. We're going to start with starting with white. Given, yeah. Did you manage to get to any of the cons and wolf? Stuff? Yeah. Looks like my face webcam. It's just totally like died a dead because looked like I was kind of getting all through from like the there we go. Bye-bye. That's better. Smurf exploded on the face cam. Yeah, it was looked like I'd getting a call through from somewhere, and it had turned tap off. Like the phone was ringing, sort of thing. Not really quite sure what that was about. Some company wanted to do some kind of market research, I think, when I googled the number. Don't they know we're busy? Wasn't paying attention to your painting. That's fine. Nothing exciting happened. Just my the camera that I use for my face. So. We're very much on the home stretch of these Necrons now. Let me dot all these things white. Get them with a green glaze. They'll go. I love this white. Love it so well. How goes your ashes then? Yes, get a start on here. You know you were on them for a power. Yeah. Does that mean that building has started in earnest? They're all built. Some small conversions of the leader waiting on the sword from computer. Oh, cool. And we'll see some pictures in the Discord soon. Ah. Answered that question already. I am excited. Plasma jets, aren't you? The crazy flowy hair effect. Right, last 1 to 2 dots white in. Pretty much done. The sexies. 2 hours. Sweet. Right. Use those ones to dry, but while those are drying, we'll put green glow in the 5. So I need to do a couple of coats on these little dots. Build it up. No, we'll come back. Brush. I think. Actually, might go forward for those a little bit. Seem to like pull up. Yeah. What we might do, what we did with the boarding action spray. Get that with a bit of a like a soft object flow from the white airbrush. The eyes have come out quite well. I don't know how well you can see that. There. The eyes look lovely. See that? It's just a mess. Brush seems to be a little bit younger. Nothing worse than when you're trying to do a bit of airbrushing. And then it's all out a bit funky. Do what I need to do right now. Nice emerald green. Oh, been used, yeah, falling gray. Used it on a couple of other bits. Well, in the past, he goes to that. Oh, quite nice. Like sour ribbons while medicated. Nice glowy effects on there. Any particular flavor of sour ribbons, or is it just a generic thing? I think we really have them over here. Sour ribbon. Or maybe we do. They'll be called like sour laces. Maybe it's over here, or sour belts. Or something. It's a variety pack from a candy store. Maybe those like sour rainbow ribbon things we got over here. Oh yeah, 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 bacon. all junk food should be available internationally. Yes, I agree. And for the same price as well, because the cost of like Reese's Pieces, like Reese's over here, is extortionate. Some countries have rules about all them E numbers though. Yeah. Probably for the best that we're not eating like get loads of plastics in my food, but oh, damn, are they tasty? I have a viewer that will send me stuff from GW prices, and Green Stuff World to save on shipping. In return, I send them junk food. Huh. Seems like a good deal. Right, that's these Necrons done. Pretty much. What are we streaming for? 2 hours and 15? Probably dropped 10 minutes off that with just gassing. Toilet breaks and fixing stuff. That's not bad. 2 hours for 10 bottles. What are we reckoning? Not bad for a couple of hours work, I don't think. Nice little bit of glow effect on the weapons, just for a bit of interest. Otherwise, fairly understated. Dark metal and rusty. Looking warriors. Excuse me. How is the painting camera exposure looking tonight? It looks a bit blown out for me. But I'm worried if I make it darker, it's gonna be dark for pretty much everybody. Yeah, pretty happy with them for how long they've taken. That just need to blow my nose. What time are we on? 9:25. So, job for after streamers, I need to take pictures of all these, get them sent off to the guy, and let them know that they're ready to collect. That's cool. We'll get that done. Let's just hoy them onto the side of this little tray for now. What should we do for the last 35 minutes, eh? It looks fine. Maybe just because dark models and dark background. Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay. It's because of this new softbox light. It's directly over the monitor that I use. You can see it a little bit like in the camera, like how kind of glowy it is. Obviously, it glares onto the monitor, so it looks really like blown out for me. I'm sure someone would tell us though if the picture looked like shit. So let's just clean up some of these paint up a bit. Clean, tidy desk. So the nice thing with this little job as well is that the client is going to base them himself. Sure, someone would wink, wink. That that is your prime job as this modulator extremist, is to be like, Risky, your stream looks like gash. You do still have the can't see anything alert as well as the channel point redemption now, rather than a soundboard. I think we changed the sound on that as well. What should we do for the last half an hour? A bit more on Cthulhu? Oh, 30. Well. All Hill Cthulhu. Yeah, I kind of want to do a bit more work on it, like. Had a bit of an idea on what I want to do with the tent. That was well good. How about Cthulhu? Oh, right. Pokey then. So, get this over here. Like so. A couple of guides here, like purpley, bluey kind of skin. Like any kind of colour. Thought more about the protrusions on the arms and the waist. Yeah, I think I want to do it a bit like a, like a Nautilus shell, rather than it being. It doesn't look like it is bony, right? But I don't think it is. Like I don't think it is bone per se. I was thinking about maybe doing it like a, like a sea snail or like a maybe like a clam shell. You know what I mean? Like that sort of thing, like a mollusk kind of thing. Is what I was thinking. I don't know how I've yet to work out how I'm going to do it. The thing I'm going to work on first is these little like tentacle bits and the bit around his face, and these bits at the back here. Oh no. We might be about to lose face cam. 2 sticks. I need to get another USB-C cable that I can use to keep the face camera charged. I think we should have just quickly do a thing. There we go. It's a bit ghetto. It'll be fine. So yes. Those sea snails are no joke, man. Yeah. That's like, I feel like that's kind of what I want to do. Let's see if we can maybe find like some inspiration. Maybe something like this, maybe. I like this. I mean, something that's got like a bit of like a bit of something to it. You know what I mean? Rather than it just being like a conch. That's the word I've been trying to think. I mean, that's what it reminds me of. This now, like, you know what I mean? Like, they remind me of like big conches that he's kind of wearing his sort of like wrist armor. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it doesn't quite look like a nautilus shell, does it? Like this, I think would be cool. Like bony, but with like some orange through it. No idea how I'd even begin to approach that. Something like this, maybe. I could use like the natural lines that have been sculpted in to do like the orange, like the browny orange stripes, like or even black stripes. So yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking for the like bits of bone and I guess we'll see how we get on with it. First of all, I want to get like a neutral grey down on all of the tentacle bit. For what's going to come next, which is a guy that I've never followed before, so this is going to be interesting. Might have to do a bit of like looking around to see if I can get some inspiration from like some like I don't know, Deepkin stuff, because they often quite have like a big nautical theme to them. Yeah, what do you reckon about doing something like a sea snail type of thing going on?
But unafraid, swept away on this
You're working on the boss ball, nice. You got a big old flag and some icons on it. The plan will be to do these tentacles the same as what I'm going to do on the front. But I'm going to test it out on the front bits first, see how I like it, before I commit to doing kind of everything, I think. I feel like that's like a measured and reasonable kind of response. Okay. Put some shadows in. Somber grey. Well put. 30%. Few icons. Oh, you got an ad. And back. Welcome back. Yes, I am talking. You not hear me? Hello. Hello. Showing up that I'm talking on the remix there. Can you not hear me? Papa, can you hear me? This scares me. That's because he's in my wall. There we go. Trying to find an article from a gaming mag. Kind of odd. Printing article has a nice colour scheme for printing the unfathomable and it should be useful. I mean, that would be useful. I still have the unfathomable, and it just do by and large. I think the one that did actually look very similar to this, just a bit more blue. Did the Dagon and Mother Hydra, I think, of those two. Did you manage to find it, or is it been lost to the sands of time? Trying to find one that I don't have to buy a digital mag for. Ah, okay, yeah. Yeah, I would be interested if you could find it, because even if it's not super useful for this, it would be super useful for when I inevitably get around to painting my copy of Unfathomable. Newer commissions are pulling you away from GW, so might benefit. Nice. Yeah, if you've got one, feel free to slap it amongst the Discord or in me DMs if it's the personal thing. How's your Malifaux stuff been going as well, though, Will? I think you were painting some of that the last time I caught one of your streams. It's not the full article, but it has the important bit, I think. One of the sites is a preview page that he's able to screen cap. Nice. Starting to come together, your flamework's improved. Very good. And in the advice channel, let me know if you can read it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll check it out in just a sec. Just gonna put some more color down on these little suckers. Think of the tentacles so far. Think it looks a bit too much. Lacking a bit of depth, maybe. So yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. That's cool. I might do the claws like that. Sort of like Brooks Griffin, King Grey. Yeah, that could. Yeah, that looks class. I dig it. Really like the purple to green. Yeah, it's nice. The funny thing, actually, if I'd seen that before I started, that's probably how I would have done it. Like seeing that now. But I think just kind of popped into your head when you something that will start again. I mean, it's always an option. That's the thing. Actually, I quite like the green, but that purple to green might work really well for flames that I'm going to do on the Nyarlathotep base and my where camera broke again. That broke again. Oh. I think my face camera might have. Yes, I am muted. Oh, I ended up fucking muted. No, I was muted. I must have fat fingered the mute button. That was as I was fixing the camera. I was just saying the phone that I use for the face camera has run out of battery. Um, it's been fairly smashed, right? Bizarrely, actually, because when I used it for the first time last week, it seemed to last absolutely fine. Uh, about the same kind of charge, but who knows? So we're gonna have to do without risky face cam for the last bit of the stream, but we've not got much long left, to be honest. I'm gonna wrap within the next half an hour, I think. So, and we've been going for nearly 3 hours, so quite enjoying where we are with this. I think I'm gonna stay with it for a little bit longer. I was just saying, what do I think of the kind of like the pinky purpley, like on the tendrils? I'm not, don't know how convinced I am about it on the face just yet. I think I've got an idea though. I think I just need to blend it a bit more, kind of like into the face. It just feels a bit kind of plonked on at the moment. Work. Needs more pink, I think. Thing is, if I go too pink, I think it's gonna look a bit too, like sort of, like I'm trying to think of how I can describe it. Like, I think it's gonna look a bit too much like it's kind of just plonked on. You know what I mean? Like I want it to look like it. Maybe what I should have done actually is I need to blend the pinky purple into the green a bit more and not have it as severe. Maybe. With dark pink into a purple, maybe. It almost needs a darker tone in there. Looks fab though. Yeah. Like, do I just need to get something darker just in between kind of each tentacle? Blending the green down would be an idea. The recesses need to be darker as well. Both agree. Yeah. Okay. When did I use? What green did I use? do we think? So I get my disability case. I think I'll go back to art. Back to school for an art degree. Oh, that's really cool. Obviously not cool like you've got to apply for a disability case, but you know, at least that's going to give you the freedom to do sort of something that you want to do and try and turn a bit of a what is, for all intents and purposes, a bit of a shit situation into something a little bit positive for you. I'm all for that. We've got better already. Yeah, getting there, aren't we? Just a bit more definition in the, like in the separation of the tentacles, like black and purple, mate. Blend green come down from the nose makes it look way less plonk. Yeah, I think so as well. Another thing is we can take it a bit more. Right there. I'm just glazing it at the moment, so we can just kind of keep building it up as we need to. I still quite like it down here, kind of just the way it is. It's kind of like a bit kind of frilly, sort of like tendrils. I think that looks quite cool. Not convinced about like the red bits underneath the underneath the tentacles. But I think they just need kind of a little bit of work just to make them look a bit more like kind of fleshy, I guess. I think I know what I'm going to do there, and it's just going to be a fairly targeted sort of dry brush, I think. Just to with maybe like a ice yellow or something, just really soft to kind of catch those top edges. Maybe a highlight of the rings, the purple mixed with pale flesh tone. Maybe, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. But use like a pale yellow or like a pale sand kind of color, something like this. When it goes over the top, it'll go not fully opaque, and that should give it that kind of like living flesh, like lividity type of thing. What I reckon, and it might even just hit it on the tops of some of these tentacles too. Just maybe try and sell that a little bit more. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, get there. And I'm still pretty pleased with how this has turned out for having like no fucking plan going into this. Last week I just sort of picked it up and kind of just went at it, really. Not normally how I tackle especially big things like this. to experiment. Yeah, sometimes it's just nice to just. I've been trying to get out of this mindset of just like not trying new things, just because models aren't cheap. Sometimes you just have to have a bit of a play. Yeah, I think that's where I'm going to leave that tonight. Because I think if I keep fucking about with it, I'm gonna end up getting annoyed with it. So I'm gonna fire us over to screen, which doesn't have my lovely face on it, because the camera's tight. Let's go and see if we can find some. Raid looks like Moggs just started raiding, so let's go and say hello to lovely Moggs Minis who come back from being poorly, friend of the channel. Say hello over there. Badgerino, we raided him last stream. Otherwise I would go again. Ding, ding. Looks like she's painting some Aeronautica Imperialis. This could be cool. So yes, we will be back on Friday. So I'll catch you all then. Thank you for everyone who's popped in, said hello. Whether you've been here from the start or you've just joined us, have you? Thank you to Kerry for the resub. And yeah, once you get in, the Moggs, just risky raid. If you're a subscriber, spam the risky paints emote. Otherwise, spam all of your favorite emotes. Drop follows if you aren't following already. She's a great little content creator. Really super friendly, very, very supportive. So yeah, until then, I'm gonna pop us onto the actual episode.